Is everything alright? Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hi. It is. Hi. It is me. It's Equinox. Hi there. Hello. Hi. It's Liushi time. We have to finish this event. Well, we have to start the event first, and then I don't know. Tuesday is the last day to finish this event, so it's gonna be play this today, and then finish Monday, or do half Monday and half Tuesday to finish it. But yeah, hello. So as you see, Liushi is very cute, and she rides a horse. And what am I? A curanta, who is human horse, or something like that. So, yeah. I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. Yep. So, let's start, shall we? I think there's nothing more to do before we start. I've already done my dailies, right? Yep. I did everything. So, let's start. Ooh, it's a long story. Yeah. Dispatch missive. Even the smallest speck of dust can tip the scales of the future. Boop. Mere hours after Basti's return, the airborne beacon C-Antibug acquired has already been put into service by the Elmo and Tedol community. This is after Basti's event. After the timeline is Mokosh, then Port Mika with Basti, and then this event. And after that, Sextant's event. Of all those involved, Dandelion was the most appreciative of this change, as facilitating an untraceable connection between the Elmo and the outside world took up a rather substantial portion of her processing power. Now she finally gets to lie back and relax while we still have the means to contact others as freely as we desire. Yippee! So we no longer have to rely on Dandelion for communications. Well, for long-range communications. More importantly, as the beacon now patrols the sky, areas once marked as dead zones on the map began lighting up with stable signals, granting our Dole squads greatly expanded operational range. As both our sight and reach grow, the intangible sense of being in control has slowly but surely returned to me. Now, the one who made all this possible, Basti, the Griffin doll formerly known as Year MK23, is currently sitting on my lap with a smug expression. Not daring to make light of her great achievements, I promptly shower her with praise until my throat grows parched. Despite how displeased Macchiato and Helen are with her acting all touchy-feely around me, mailing and the doll community's appreciation of her contributions made it so they have no choice but to tacitly allow her to have her way. How do you like your gift, darling? Like will be an understatement. It solved the signal interference problem and increased our comms range by over 70%. It's a huge boon for any future operations in the yellow zones. This beacon network is a huge step forward for planning our coming ventures. What a girl, Basti. Yep. Hehe, for darling, I'll do anything. Our other collaboration with Connection Corp is also proceeding smoothly. Miss Lydia just tasked us with a particularly lucrative commission, acting as a protection detail for the construction of beacon stations deep within the yellow zones. I assume that's also thanks to you, huh? That woman. I told her to keep her groovy paws off my darling. Whatever, I'm not the sort to be so petty about these little steps over the line anyway. Go ahead and continue doing business with her. Just be careful, darling. She may look meek, but she's hella sly. Puerto Rico situation is still rookie. I might need you back there as soon as possible to act as our local liaison until Miss Lydia fully resolves the situation. Gotcha! Acting on your behalf sounds like the kind of things reserved for the First Lady. That makes me super motivated. Wait a minute, isn't Failing still in Puerto Rico? So is said Failing left with Dushemnai and the others. With KSBK? Yeah, they took on a delivery request on a trading site. Apparently it's what Dushemnai and Fetus originally set out to do when they left the doll community, to bring back a bunch of doll frames. I was wondering why you sent those two shopping, so that's why. I should check in with Soy later. Just as Basti falls into stove, Sakura walks in after finishing moving her luggage onto the Elmo. Sakura's face brightens up right as she spots me. She cheerfully runs over, only to be intercepted by Basti glaring at her like a fluffed up cat. Too close! You're not allowed near, darling. That's not fair! Commander, Basti's being mean. Good messing around, Basti. Hello, Sakura. Have things finally been settled? Yep. I can't believe I'm officially a member of the Elmo now. Yippee. That was so much work. I barely had time to stay by your side, Commander. Even so, I'm not giving darling to you. The best I can do is let you sit there, and that's me being generous. That's not fair. I also work hard for the Commander. I want to be praised too. Is it because all I do is deliveries that I don't deserve to be praised? You worked hard, forging your own path and earning the recognition of those you have helped. That's more than worthy of praise. The Elmo will always have your back, just like how you have ours. Welcome back, Sakura. Commander. Stop! Don't you get any closer. But... God damn it. After some tomfoolery, I pat Sakura's head and gave Basti some snacks, finally calming them both down. Right, Sakura. We're going to pass by Port Mick at some point. Take Basti along with you. Well, it's nice to have someone else along the road for some chit-chat. Why is Basti going back to Port Mica again? I thought you go find G41 and... I forgot she's called Failing now. We've been partners for so many years now. Being apart for a few days is no biggie. Actually, do you even know where Failing and the others went to? Didn't they head to Cliffwatch Town? If they followed the right path, they should have arrived by now. Cliffwatch Town? What kind of place is that? Let me explain, Commander. Clearly excited by the chance to show off, Sakura sits next to me and carefully pulls out her delivery tablet, smiling as she prepares to explain. Basti sneers at her audacity, but still leans in anyway as Sakura taps the screen and zooms into a treacherous mountain chain detail on the map. It's a settlement located on the top of a Yellowstone mountain road. They often hold open markets. While it's a small fish in the pond, unlike Port Mica or Mokosh, it's quite famous among locals and merchants. Alarm bells ring without end when I think of trading at such a remote location. Yeah, with our improved signal range, it will be hard to respond in time if anything goes awry. Failing will be A-okay, darling. She survived the Yellowstones for so many years all by herself, and overcome plenty of challenges. It's not the best way to put it, but she does have some sort of dull intuition that helps her sniff out unseen dangers and notice suspicious details. That applies to lies as well. So even when she can figure it out with exactly what's wrong, she can still somehow navigate her own deception. If you're still worried, I can check in with her regularly. After all, we both waited for your return for so long, darling. That sounds great. Sakura, mind filling me in on Cliffwatch Town and the surrounding areas of interest? I've never been there myself, given how remote it is, but according to an old company manual, There was a mountain village long abandoned after forced relocation, rebuilt in recent years by vagrant settlers. The roads leading there aren't the smoothest. You're likely to encounter collapsed storms and roaming bandits. And on top of it all, there seems to be an ongoing power struggle. A tale as old as time, I'm afraid. But that does beg the question: what's causing it, and how severe is it? Well, it hasn't boiled over yet, but it's something you'd best keep your wits about you for. I've not all the details surrounding the conflict, but the two sides involved seem to be an underground broker and a cavalry squadron. They're fighting over control of the surrounding road network, probably for the right to collect tolls. Collect tolls? So like both sides are real pieces of work. I got an itch saying KSBK and the others are toads again going to end up fighting for their lives again. Sagor strains a crease across her face, a part of her not wanting to agree with Basti's statement. Well, for humans traveling to Wasteland without the means to protect themselves, it's a no-brainer to spend money on some hired guns. There's pretty much bread and butter for PFCs, and where they're skyrocketing in demand after all. Oh, about that cavalry squadron. There are rumors going around that their leader is apparently at all. While opinions of her vary, there's one thing about her that everyone agrees on. That being what? Being what? Ah! Wilderness Purge. The wheels turn and turn, grinding to the disrespectful specks of dust underfoot. Yippee! Yellow Zone, Outback. The truck, driven by the Shemnaya, strolls forward along a rocky mountain road, bumps and all. While guests outside kick up rough sand, dust, and dirt, grinding against the windows in a cacophony of percussion, with neither rhythm nor melody. Steep cliffs flank either side of the road. Withered vegetation shudders in the wind, a dance macabre. I don't know how English-speaking people say this. Dance macabre thingy. Just literally, or they have some, or maybe they have some weird phonetic intonations or different pronunciation deriving this from the French. I have no idea. That's a macabre or something. Proclaiming a fort this crevasse, abandoned hope, algae who entered here. Hey, that's divine comedy. Marvelous. Oh, truly marvelous. Petosa presses herself against the window, excited jotting down notes in her journal. 5:15 p.m. We drove into a winding mountain road in the Yellow Zone. While the rock formations are heavily eroded by collapsed radiation, one can still make out traces of human activity dating back over a century, when the passage was originally carved out. With no heavy machinery at their disposal, they relied on primitive tools and carried debris by hand. The result is this very passageway that can even accommodate vehicles to this day. A true marvel of human ingenuity. What kind of psycho writes and keeps a physical diary in this day and age? You're gonna leave some records for some hapless dimwit in the future to happen upon some decrepit building or something? Moreover, with what tactical advantage does nothing any of this down give? This makes me please think upon it. And after all this time, you can feel the determination of those who built this place emanating for all the traces. A true testament to the tenacity of human will. Don't you all think so? Right, Filey? I never thought about it that way before. But when you put it that way, it makes total sense. Are you freaking kidding me? Seeing File's ears perk up, Sever is overcome with despair. This is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them. Two human-worshipping idiots. You all should know that out of all those wrinkled flashbacks, the only one worth taking note of is that damned commander. Oi, Lushemnaya! How much longer are we driving? I want off this ride. Lushemnaya looks back from her driver's seat. Nah! Oh, great Warmaster, mine ears see sign aggravation. But pretty, say forsaken, jagged lands allow me not to be beside myself. How far till we reach the end? Hehe, by the strings won by the three goddesses of fate. I know that this is about Greek mythology or Norse mythology. I don't remember. Well, there's a lot of fates, blah blah blah. But particularly in GFL mythology, there are three confirmed goddesses of the Nirvana. This hero shall grasp a worthy end for this quest with thee. Steady thine heart, Warmaster. In no time shall our crusade see its end. In no time shall our crusade see its end. I had enough of this. We're here on a mission or a sightseeing trip. Zebra snatches the navigation device and gives it a once over. There's still about 20 kilometers left. But looking at the state of the road, I'd say it will take us a few more hours. That's longer than we estimated. Considering the terrain and collapse storms, it's better to be safe than sorry. Want me to take over the wheel for a bit, the Shemnaya? I'd rather we not. We should learn where the brakes are before touching the wheel. Yes, I was against the weird-ass commission from the get-go. Why would they want some ancient fossil from the Mesozoic era like Faetusa? My, how rude! Nixie, you're a fossil yourself. Well, maybe that's exactly what they wanted. But he won't say rich people like collecting old stuff out of whatchamacallit? Prestige. Nostalgia? Ah, yes, nostalgia. You really know humans, eh? If this server contains valuable data from the old world, then it could genuinely be priceless. Humans have a habit of attaching emotion to seemingly worthless vessels. The point of a tool is to be efficient and practical. Things like this are... As Super places her hand over the server, she suddenly falls silent. Her attention lingers upon its frame. Fetus senses a strange emotion rising from within their shared body, a sense of familiarity. Failing, notices the sudden change in atmosphere. Substance her tone. I mean, as long as we complete the transaction and get the doll frames we came here for, that counts as helping or helping Master out, right? And again, at least this kind of cargo won't attract unwanted attention. Are you sure about that? Shut up. That's a dead flag. That's a dead flag. Didn't you say something? I said shut up and don't jinx it. Wait, that turns looks... Toshamnaya! Break! Got it! No! The truck spins into a sideways drift as the Shemnaya yanks on the handbrake. With the tires screeching, showing no signs of stopping, she opens the door and slams her reinforced mechanical foot into the ground to assist the braking process amid a shower of sparks. Several failing quickly disembark, weapons already drawn. A sizable firefight is underway ahead. One side moves about with maneuver units while the other maintains a defensive formation using the distinct yellow zone cargo trucks as cover. But Jaggers? And the one being attacked is an underground broker? Ignore them. Ain't circus, sure as hell ain't monkeys. Nixie, innocent souls are in harm's way. I can just stand on the sidelines. What would the commander say? Give me a break! You've been picking up hitchhikers, fending off elites, and handing out our spoils to Baghdad along the way. Remember, we did say that we'll become tomato fertilizer if we don't get back soon. I think she meant having us looking for fertilizer, not becoming it. It wouldn't make for ideal compost anyway. Either way, it's too late for your complaints, Nixie. The Shemnaya is already checked out, killing something along the lines on for the Warmaster, for the community. Same, Nixie, same. Yeah. The only thing that she didn't say was Little Jenkins. And that would have been peak. Either way. What is the range? Oh, I can hit the ones on the top. Wait, no. Okay, that went better than I expected. What? 1. What do we need to do, by the way? 5? Okay, nice. We are 5 out of 7. And there we go. We jumped the cursed number. Under the doll's unrelenting attack, the Barjaggers quickly retreat with their tails between their legs. Meanwhile, the other party watches in confusion. They see Sweeper, who just struck their foes with the fury of a berserker, now grabbing to Shemnaya by the neck and shaking her hard, and the face palming failing at her side. Honestly, valid crash out. Wait, give me a sec. Poop. I need to take a screenshot of this and put it on something. Yep. Before long, a young man who appears to be their leader comes forward and greets the 3 dolls. Well, it will be unwise to label any action as out of kindness in the Yellow Zones. I can't come to any other logical conclusion as to why would you come to our aid. If I may ask, to whom do you pledge service? Spare their platitudes. The hero is a friend to all. By the commander's guiding hand, we work to achieve a world of peace. Don't mention the commander! I see. That makes perfect sense. Miss Hero here must be the kind who can stand by and ignore those in need and those step in to help. He's somehow on the same wavelength. The Shemnaya? Great! More gravely babbled than makes zero sense. Fine yarn, my compatriot. Alright, conventional wisdom will dictate that I should return the favor. Though I am afraid your interference might have been unnecessary to begin with. Even without assistance from Miss Hero's party, we could have easily handled those souls. Huh? You damn rascal, you can just say thank you like a normal person. What's that acting tough for? Try to talk out of paying us. Settle down, Loremaster. We weren't planning to ask for a reward to begin with. I'm simply stating the facts. Just as the young man finishes, the dolls spot a development in the situation and turn around. Unbeknownst to them, countless combat automatons had encircled the hilltops behind them in a pincer movement. The red glares of the diadem models flickered brightly even under the blinding sunlight. Back up? Aren't they ours? When did they get here? Did you mobilize them during our engagement with the Barjaggers? Interesting fella, ain't ya? Planning to settle this with force, huh? I told you, I'm simply stating the facts, which means you helping us is also a fact. We will have proven victories without your aid. The only difference will be casualties, since mobilized the automatons took longer than I expected. In other words, there's a 90% chance we have lost 3 men without your help. 5. I run the numbers. Your men don't appear well trained. The probability of a runner's execution of defensive tactics is thus over 100%. The most likely outcome is 5 killed in action and 3 wounded in action. You're pretty sharp, huh? Nice people. A merchant from Cliff Watchtown. I dabble in PMC jobs on the side as well. This is for saving 8 men today. Please accept it. Pavel gestures for one of his men to leave a bag of collapsed pieces by Super's feet. The doll flicks up with the bag with the tip of her toe and catches it, weighting it in her hand. We're even now. Let's move. Hold on, you haven't answered my first question yet. 3 tactical dolls, one being a Sangvis fairy model. That's not something you see every day even in the yellow zones. You know Sangvis fairy. I take it you got a story of your own, eh? Of course. As long as you answer my question, I'll answer yours too, unless your identities are some sort of top secret. Nixie, remember that the commander is a wanted fugitive right now. You can just give him away here. The Shimnaya repeated in the first words she said. Ah! Tomato. Huh? What? Tomato King! Quiet! We are servants, no, warriors of the Tomato King. How dare you look at me like that? Wanna get your head chopped off? Got a problem? She's crashing out. And she's gonna crash. Pavel and his men are startled by supersonic bursts of rage. Only filing into Shemnaya's quick reaction prevents it from escalating into further physical altercation. Hey, I didn't force you to tell us. Hold on, Tomato King? Or Tomato Emperor? Isn't he that one badass who kicked out the former head of Honcho Mokosh? You all serve under him. That's right. A super badass. You get it now? Don't underestimate him just because of the tomato in his title. And more importantly, don't underestimate us. Calm down, Nixie. They're not looking down on us. Please, that pain point of yours needs to go. I see how it is. So, what brings you out here? Finding the next stone to our throne. Gale's watch definitely got potential. I'd be happy to sit down with the Tomatoes Emperor himself and discuss a mutually beneficial partnership. Nay, such treachery shan't come to pass. The heat is entrusted with a mission. It's all to assist our commander and to hone our skills. And I shall hear another delivery task from Port Mika. Port Mika? On the recipient is. I just noticed that the code that he's using has a pixel pattern, a glitch pattern. For Mika. And the recipient is. Whatever, we have to ask around anyway. We're looking for one Mr. Smolin. Do you know him? Well, of course I know him. He's me. But that is a fucking face! And went from Pavel to Pavel Smolin. That means you have a large stock of doll frames at your disposal, right? I do. So you're a client/commissioner? Can you please provide us with some sort of proof? Let me see. This will do, right? Pavel takes out his terminal and sends filing a confirmation message. It's actually him. Huh, what a coincidence. That will make a great conversation piece later. No! Let's move. Okay, let's move. We'll talk back in my place. Data information changed. Half an hour, 2 notes. Not bad. Nope. Here. Liushi. Last one to Forik. Different choices determine the return to the unknown. No, you can just kick us out of our own home. We didn't do anything wrong. Mom, Dad, what are you doing? Let go of my mom and dad. Behave, kid. Your parents have been rolled as anti-urgency dissidents, charged with corruption and negligence of duty. Any illicit proceeds, including all properties and wealth, are now forfeit to the governing authority. Considering their lack of involvement in full-scale armed rebellions, they should be out of the slumber after a decade of good behavior. Kid, just accept that your father will take the fall just as a real man should. My mother will never betray the UNC. We never stole anything. That is an amazing scientist. Even that General Carter praised him. Ooh, you... Oh, man. This can't be right. You must have got something wrong. That's not up to us to decide, kid. It's up to the military tribunal. With the allegation that your parents falsified multiple projects and embezzled a large sum of R&D funds, all being backed by physical evidence and testimonies. Pavel, you take care. Live well with Clang. Do you know about Griffin dolls? Of course. Just as the Shivnaya is about to answer, Shiver suddenly covers her mouth. You know I'm from Sandwich Ferry. Which means you know Griffin is your arch nemesis. Don't bring that name up in front of me again. Pardon me. Alright, we're almost there. This is where I usually trade with people. With the Shivnaya driving the truck, Failing and Sweeper remain on the roof to keep watch of the merchant convoy as they head into the mountains. A small but well-stocked rest stop appears ahead. One sec. Gotta take another screenshot. I need to take a lot of screenshots lately for something that I'm planning. A small but well-stocked rest stop appears ahead. 2 large cargo containers are already waiting. The Shivnaya nervously opens the container doors. She's suddenly baffled by the rows of neatly arranged doll frames as she checks their condition. Some might be a bit dated, but it's all military grade. Most have brand new parts. I can personally guarantee their performance. Right, let me handle the inspection. This will take some time. This is where Miss Mailing comes into play. Following Failings unloading the server from their truck, Pavel also sends 2 technicians of his own for inspection. Despite talking several hours, the transaction is a success, and Dushemnaya and Pavel wrap it all up with a handshake. One sec. Give me one little second. Transaction has a success. No issues on our side. Please send my regards to the Tomato Emperor. Consider it done, and I have no doubt the commander will be delighted. Mission complete. You can go back and see Master now. I'm so nervous. Right. Actually, I got one more thing to trade with you. Take a look. Pavel casually opens a heavily secured crate, inside of which lies an obviously custom-made doll frame. Stever's eyes suddenly widen. Nixie, this is a San Vicelli Elite doll frame. You really got an eye for this, huh? Picked it up while procuring mobile automatons. I've only seen it once myself. How much is it? You can put a number on it. It's a discontinued product after all, at least in today's world. However, I do wish to befriend that famous fella you lot called your commander. Since you also just saved my ass, consider this a special offer, as a gesture of our friendship. I can't make any promises. No need to. We humans have this thing called diplomatic gifts. Besides, I do have another favor to ask. More precisely, I need Miss Sangvis Ferry here to help me with something. What is it? The server you just delivered is actually the control module of a military production line, and I have the corresponding encryption key. But even as I have access, I still need a Sangvis doll processor to decrypt part of its encoding in lieu of the compilation tools that I don't have. That will easily reduce my workload more than 20-fold. Never thought I'd be this lucky to both meet a Sangvis doll and get a server module at the same time. Freaking the hell, what's going on outside? There's a patrol car outside. What the hell is happening on my neighbor's house? Oh no, they're gone. Nothing happened. Okay, nice. Why should I do that for you, human? I don't know if you'd like to, but I do know for a fact that whilst Sangvi's frames are dime a dozen, finding a Lilith frame on the market is like fishing for a needle in a haystack nowadays. I doubt there are more than a dozen of these left in the entire world. I'm sure you of all people should know how important backup frames are, don't you? You're the only active elite Sangvis dolls I've seen in years, and you just happen to arrive along with what I was looking for. Do you think fate has a hand in this? Not at all. However, what's inside this thing does intrigue me. Fine, I agree. Ah, Warmaster, you're not coming back with us? Y'all heard me. I got my own business to deal with. Besides, I was never really part of your group. I am the last of Sangvi's ferry. I'm only following the commanders because he's impressive, unlike you lot. You're not the last. We fought alongside all the coalition forces before. The other Sangvis. But I don't know where they are now. Probably hiding somewhere. I already know that. Anyway, I made up my mind. Shall I stay with Z? You idiot. At the end of the day, we are still comrades. When you are our Wordmaster. Whatever floats your boat. Remember, if you miss the plan at return time, already might just twist your head up your neck and plant it separately. If you're going to stay, Cliffwatch Town on top of that nearby mountain can provide decent lodging. Might be more expensive than elsewhere, but it's got charging stations and workshops. Pretty convenient for dolls. Ah, a new town! My instincts are tingling. Come, let us uncover its secrets together. We'll head back together once Wordmaster wraps up her new adventure. To the jungle we go, Fox Maiden. After that, we'll come back and keep the Wordmaster company. Guess that's the plan then. I hope I can find some gifts for Master and Basti. That'd be nice. But Nixie, are you sure Fightos won't get bored? She says she's okay with this. I marked an easy road for you. You can get moving now. Okay, thanks a lot. Yippee! These have been short and very easy to consume. Gunshot resonance. The rhythm of gunfire echoes the chords of bygone days. It might be only necessary to do two streams. Hey, Liushi, and our favorite hug. Hellion-sama. Hello. You look pretty, but you look cuter with your glasses on. Liu, I understand how you feel right now, but no matter how much you persist, Commander's departure and Griffin's disbandment are not things you can change. Even with these enormous sums you're investing, this Griffin you'll end up keeping afloat will no longer be the Griffin that you remember. But if the Commander changes his mind, he needs a place to come home to. At least let me do my part. Please let me cover all of Griffin operation costs for the next 50 years. Holy shit! As well as everyone's pay. Protecting Griffin, that has always been the duty of the commander gave me. I want to see it through to the very end. I don't think he's ever coming back. If you really intend to respect his orders, then what you should do is decide for yourself freely. Because as far as I know, that was his real final wish. If you still insist on staying at the Griffin, I can prepare a position for you. But please stop bringing up financial support from now on. I'm sorry, but the Griffin you're familiar with no longer exists. It's over. And Griffin, the commander's on my home. Whoo! Liushi. Wakey, X and Bakey. Something's going up, and you'll need to make the call. She's hot as hell. What are they giving to the Chinese dolls? They are all freaking hot. Shisui. Morning. Did the inspection go smoothly? Yeah, my body under a cloud. Everything's fine. Good to hear, because we probably got some overtime on our hands. That truck from last night left Pavel's turf and is currently heading towards Cliffwatch Town. It looks to be loaded to the rim, seeing as how low the suspensions are sitting. The driver's a total rookie as well. They stalled the engine several times along the way. Have we ID'd the owner? Maybe it's just a passing merchant. I say there's more than meets the eye. Orlok's got a lot of trucks of that same model. It's very likely they are here to support that bastard Pavel. Our men have also spotted signs of fighting earlier. It's highly likely that the drug's owner is in cahoots with Pavel. I see. Let's just keep a close eye on them for now then. Maybe Mr. Pavel just wanted to do business properly for once. Haven't thought we had disagreements before. Wishing for Cliffwatch Town to prosper is a mutual goal. Yeah, you're just too nice. Did you forget what that guy has done before? There's definitely something suspicious about this. One more thing. Hellies were recently sighted on the route that the truck is taking. It's unlikely they'll be able to escape if they run into a horde of those. Which means... get everyone ready. No matter what they are here for, I can let them be devoured by elites right on our watch. I knew you say that. Everyone's already waiting. You should hurry and gear up as well. Thanks, Shisui. You're just too kind for this world. Despite having taken an off-roading crash course, the treacherous mountain road still proves to be quite a steep challenge for Phelan. She desperately tries to keep the truck under control with 110% of her focus detailed to guide the steering wheel. Oh, so it really was Phelan driving. The Shemnaya sits behind with her anti-material rifle in hand, casually resting her feet on the seatback. Not having the Shemnaya drive was definitely a blunder. The brakes on this thing are so hard to depress. I feel like the truck's barely holding together as well. I wonder if we can patch it up with the heavier loads at Cliffwatch Town. We only set out half an hour ago and you already wrecking our Hell Raider? No way! I may have it roll over, but I won't get it breaking. Nah! Just asking, do we have the money to spare? We might need some repairs. The Fortune Supreme Leader entrusted us with the dual frame procurements is in the holding chamber under the passenger seat. Helen said we are to spend them as we deem appropriate, provided they are wise expenditures. Oh no. You mean storage compartment, right? Ah, found it. Ah, that was quite a... Don't do that while you're driving! With her tail up, Phelan leans forward to search, but suddenly spots a shadow crawling down from the cliff above. Elite! Elite! What? A sharp turn followed by a hard brake follows Phelan to bait the elite, but a brute manner causes her to lose control of the truck as he starts racing down the cliff. Crap! Master's dual frames! No! Phelan panics, frantically stepping on the gas and yanking the wheel at the same time she does in her games, somehow managing to bring the truck back into the road. Ooh! However, her rough handling is not without consequences. Plum! The truck joins violently and its speed suddenly drops. The engine's blown! We can't accelerate anymore! Oh, for fucking sake. We can't shake them off like this! Now's the hero time to shine! Shemnaya grabs her rifle, leans halfway out of the window, and fires a precise shot aimed at one of the approaching creatures, piercing right through its skull. Stay away from our Hellrider! As she trains her rifle onto another target, a group of quadrupedal creatures coming down the winding road above them catches her attention. Another pack of elites is what she first thought of it, but upon closer inspection, she realizes it's a group of jockeys and their mounts. Horse! That's me! I need to... When I finally have my live 2D done, I try to have one of these. Two. Just two. Those mounts are an amalgamation of savagery and discipline, galloping freely atop steep cliff. Wait, one sec. Gonna take another screenshot, just in case. I'm taking a lot of screenshots, I know. Doesn't matter. Don't you worry. These mounts are an amalgamation of savagery and discipline, galloping freely atop steep cliffs, blending both might and speed. Their form stirs up a memory deep within Doshimnaya. Those are horses? No, they bear resemblance to horses, but are completely mechanical. They are the warmonts of the apocalypse. And the ones riding them was it the horsemen of the apocalypse? This group does not ride on ordinary wheeled vehicles, but rather mechanical walkers shaped like horses, allowing them to navigate the difficult terrain and overcome obstacles with ease. Something else showed up. I'll help you. No, they are not enemies. Before the Shemnaya can finish, continuous gunshots ring out. The horsemen fire down from the back of their war mounts, making short work of the pursuing elite that were inches from reaching the track. Taking the chance, Filing stops the track and uses it as a fighting position. With the Shemnaya, they finish off the straggler elites and those who try to get back up. Amid the swirling dust, the fully loaded cavalry ride approaches them along the mountain path. A specialized walk for combined mountain that also serves as a vehicle? I remember Sanctuary having something similar. Wait, did I screenshot this? Yeah, I already have the screenshot. Wait, do I? No, that's another one. Well, yeah, no, I got this. I remember Sanctuary having something similar. They were pretty tough to deal with. Trota Thick Smoke had the two. Wait, no, they had dragons, not horses. Did they? Through the thick smoke, the two dolls vaguely spot the leader of the ride waving a flag signaling peace. They do not lower their weapons, but also make it clear that they will not shoot first. Riding at the front of the lead horse is a doll wearing a military cap. Beside her is another graceful doll holding an assault rifle. She's observing the Shemnaya with cautious vigilance. Hey, the vehicle over there! We are the winged cavaliers in charge of Cliffwatch town security. Beyond this point is territory under jurisdiction. We'll never conduct an inspection as authorized by the town mayor. Will now conduct an inspection as authorized by the town mayor. You'll be free to go once we confirm you pose no threat. However, given our deployment to ensure your safety, official apply. Relax, Shisui. It's okay. Look at the vehicle. They must have run into the elites in their way and barely made it out. Let's make sure they got no casualties first. Feast your eyes upon these fierce warmonts and horsemen. Even brigands are so civilized, content with just checking out all rather than pillaging all your possessions. This is truly a battlegrounds of another realm. A great responsibility rests upon us, compatriots. Shall the foe strike not first, at least not the prospect of peace be shattered. That's a lot of flurry to saying thank you for not shooting us on our mouths after we stopped our vehicle. Violin, who had been staring down the sights, suddenly freezes. Those two? And those guns? They look familiar. No way. I'm not seeing things, am I? Violin rubs at her ocular receptacles intently. Two approaching figures become increasingly clear in Violin's visual module. Even the ideas match. Aren't those two? General Liu and Type 86-1? The two dolls on mechanical horses slowly ride towards the smoking truck. The lead doll follows protocol and makes a polite inquiry first. Greetings, travelers. Welcome to Cliffwatch Town. Does anyone need medical assistance? I'm Liushih, leader of the Winged Cavaliers. Our duty is to protect and rescue all who travel to and from the town. Please rest assured, we harbor no ill intent. We only want to ensure your safety. Please state your identity and the purpose of your... Eh? Before she can finish, Liushih notices the animal ears and a familiar smile peeking from behind the truck. Those ears? GRG-41? Is that you, GRG-41? Wow! It's really General Leon Type 56-1. Long time no see. Filing leans over and waves excitedly. I got my filing now. Oh, right. Despite her body being a little different, the one over here is KSBK. She's called Dushabnaya now. Good heavens! Running into old comrades here of all places. Looks like everyone got new names after all these years, huh? Let us introduce ourselves again, then. Her new name is Liushi, and mine is Shisui. Shisui. Ah, greetings. A faithful reunion between the heroes, old comrades. So recollections of you two still elude me for now. I shall spare no effort to evoke them once more. Breezy, allow me to refer to you as the General and the Khan for the time being. the Khan? You sure that's really KSBK? Could it just be a random doll who looks like her? I was wondering that as well at first, but once you get used to it, you can tell she's really your KSBK. I don't see a problem. The gate's a long time. Enough time for people to change. The same ought to apply to dolls. I just never expected to reunite with you two here. But made you come all the way here to a place as remote as Cliffwatch Town. Right. If Griffin dolls are here, does that mean... Liushi dismounts and peeks into the passenger seat with eager anticipation. The commander... he's not with you? Without a familiar figure coming into sight, a trace of disappointment flashes by Liushi's eyes. Master, I mean the commander is still on the Elmo. But the agreement has been terminated. We're going back to the Elmo right after this mission. Really? That means the commander can have dolls by his side right now? Again, right? I'm so glad. While they chat with Filin, the Shabnaya curls up in the back seat, dejection written all over her countenance. Oh, hero. Even with this magnificent rider at my side, how could it possibly not recall subjugation to dragons and defeating the demon lord with them? How grave. I must remember. I even remember back then with Basti. Okay. Shabnaya, what's wrong? Are you hungry? You don't look too well. Yeah. The hero never steals their feet for a momentary separation. I'm grateful of your concern, Liushi. Shabnaya, that's Shisui. Pardon my slip of tongue. I just a little unsettled, as my memory has been wiped clean, so be it the Fox Maiden, the Khan, or the General, none of my recollections tie back to you. Wiped? Who's the asshole that did that? Well, we haven't had the time to talk about what happened through the years. I know it must have been hard for everyone. Being able to meet again is already a blessing. Is it a shame you won't be able to share your memories with us, Shabnaya? Maybe you can offer some help? No need to worry about the cost of repairs. I'll do everything I can. It's okay. Helen, that's DB12's new moniker. It's already helping me piece them back together. One day I'll reclaim every recollection of the time I shared with all of you. But until it's fully restored, I just can't recall your existence in my head. I apologize. No need to apologize, Shabnaya. Shisui and I both know you have always been a steadfast comrade. That's right. No matter what, you're still your KSBK. General Khan. On a battlestone with thorns, the hero gained more comrades from the past. For the commander and for everyone's joy, let us gallop on. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, stop running around. We're not fully secured this area yet. Suddenly, a deep rumbling comes from behind the beagle. The dolls turn around in unison. Boom. A loud explosion erupts on the distant hillside. Dust and smoke surge like a tidal wave. Amidst a sea of yellow, twisted black shadows gradually take form. Hostile elites, 12 o'clock, 5 and counting. I knew it. So many of them are crawling around lately. It's as if something is or someone is driving them here. Liushi, give the order. Liushi quickly exchanges glances with Shisui. Everyone, mount up! Winged Cavaliers, defensive formation, protect the vehicle and cargo. Oh yeah! Shisui, take a squad to the flank. Watch out for elites climbing up from below. Understood. Liushi's masterfully commands the Cavaliers with a composure and fluency wholly uncharacteristic of her past timidness. It is as she is a completely different doll now compared to her old, grieving self. It is Dios mío, Liushi changed a lot during the past 10 years. The past 10 years? Are these Cavaliers all followers of yours, Liushi? You've also changed, Falin. I can't wait to grab a drink together and shoot the breeze with ya. But now I have to ask, Falin, Shunaya, are you still in shape to fight? Even faced with horrifying beasts, the hero never falters. Good, then... Click, click. Liushi chambers a rifle. Let's wrap this up. Yippee! 4 out of 4. This is the mountainous map for some reason. I guess, I suppose. Don't know. Firusa. Oh, almost got him. I almost got the last one. Huh, a crocodile. But I cannot reach the crocodile with this one. This is a... okay. Ulred can go up. How many? This rush bat. Up. Oh, I cannot hit that one. However, yay, Ulredult. Can I hit? Can I reach that far away with Liushi? Yeah. Oh, this is full cover. Full body cover. And all of this in the middle over here. Well. Same thing. Jump. Horse. Can I hit? Nope. That's bad. Perfect camouflage. I hit another rush bat. Boom. Nice. Pegasus? The new Soviet Union horse-inspired tactical mountain walker derived from some Visori tech. It doesn't boast much firepower, but is extremely effective as a weapon and reconnaissance vehicle in this sort of terrain. So if I understand this correctly, in that Griffin title, that Liushi used this Pegasus to steal all your business as a PMC, which is why you want to get back at her? It's nothing personal. We have even worked together in the early days of Cliffwatch Town. I respect her character and capabilities. Even without demands for a hired gun, this town's economy is good enough for me to make a living out of trading. Provides security services for other regions is also on the table when push comes to shove. The real problem is that I disagree with her about how the Pegasi are being used. I once offered to purchase them, but given her deep pockets, that's... But basically Veda could never win. I see now. You have this control module that used to belong to Sanguisphere because you want to take them over by force. Can you crack it? Can you crack it? Silver sits cross-legged on the ground, her sheathed blade resting across her knees. A data cable connects her head to the old module in front of her. Data streams flash before her eyes. Packed with information only the Sanguis Oga's system can decode, revealing an unexpected secret. Hey, Faitosa, come take a look. Jackpot. Nixie, what is this? Just like he said, it's a control module of our production line. But this one is special. The final product is installed with some rudimentary in the cloud. It's probably there to assist with decision making, but the data inside hasn't been erased. It's got to be full of some isolated data. I might find what I have been looking for once I crack it open. Super glances at Babylon notes. I can crack it, but while I'm working, I can guarantee what will happen to anyone who disrupts me. Get it? So, scurry off, you lot. Also, I need a large external power supply. This little puppy will require a lot of energy to break open. As the gun smoke clears, the last elite stops twitching under the steel-steed hopes. Despite the sudden encounter, under Liushi's commands, the battle concludes as if it had been nothing but a rudimentary exercise. Alright, job's done. Everyone okay? No one injured? After making sure her comrades are safe, Shisui tidily stows her weapon. Nice teamwork. It looks like nobody's marksmanship got rusty during these 10 years. Especially the Shibnaya. I don't remember you being this much of a nimble gremlin. It's night and day compared to your combat style back at Griffin. Yours also changed a lot, Liushi and Shisui. Shisui? Is that how the winged cavaliers fight? I've seen my fair share of combat in the Yellowstones over the years. Thanks to this little companion, I'm no longer the General Liu who got the commander worried all the time. Liushi pats the steel steed in her head. Liushi pats the steel steed's head. The steed lets out a gentle low neigh. Its red eyes slowly shift into a calm blue hue. I wanted to ask this earlier. This equipment, your horses, they are not in my database. They look like they are more than just vehicles and also have weapon models to make them useful in combat. Did you design them yourselves? The way they moved also shows signs of having a neural cloud that's at least on par with basic dolls. That one specifically even showed emotional responses. Hehe, you got a keen eye, Filing. Yes, I call this one Dilu. She is a member of the Winged Cavaliers just like us. Like the other steeds, she is also a combat walker specifically designed for operation in this sort of terrain. And yes, they have a rudimentary neural cloud to assist in various tasks. But she may look a little crass, she's a reliable partner. Still, we're months with wings of iron, galloping across the wasteland. A steed truly befitting the hero of the hero. The Shivnaya marvels over the majestic steel steed with great grin in her eyes. Then glances back at the broken down truck that she had been driving. Shame. The Hell Rider can hear no further to deliver its treasures to the destined location. Treasures? So you're here to trade with Cliff Watchtown? No wonder you came in a truck. Master and the Shivnaya's group needed doll frames, so we came here to trade with someone named Pavel. Frames? Pavel? So that's why. Wait, you came all the way here just for that? The commander must be having a really tough time. Come to think of it, Pavel does have connections with the military, so of course he has access to these many exotic goods. Who knows just how many hoops he jumped through to get them. You know him? We do, but we are not exactly in good terms, so to speak. He's ambitious, a little too ambitious. He wants control over the entire Cliff Watchtown. He kept trying to get his hands on Dilu, Juan, and the other horses, but it's not like we ever planned to sell them to him. Shisui pats her steel steed as she speaks. Not to mention, he also holds a grudge against us Winged Cavaliers for taking over the security detail for the town. He kept throwing money at the status quo in an attempt to shake things up, but Liushi consistently shuts him out with her own fortune. God knows why he's so obsessed with this place. So far, he's tried almost every method except for open conflict. So he's a bad guy. That settles it. We shall now launch a great crusade to liberate the War Master and the Strategist. Hey, he's not necessarily a bad guy. Mr. Pavel is a reputable merchant, no matter how you slice it. We also worked together to repel barriers before. He's just overly obsessed with militaristic expansions, trying to unite the surrounding settlements under the banner of his own PMC. We want no part in that. Anyway, enough about that. To our distinguished guests from afar, would you like to visit Cliff Watchstone's market? Yeah, we got all sorts of delicious foods and load of exotic artifacts to offer. Which is why the Winged Cavaliers are needed for security in the first place. But we can just leave the frames here. Looking at the upset feeling on the Shemaya, Liushi smiles gently. Feel free to leave both the vehicle restoration and tonight lodging to us. Our mechanics can easily patch up such things. Eh? Are we truly worthy of such generosity? Of course, we are all comrades fighting for the commander after all. In fact, I was planning to hold a banquet to celebrate this reunion. Exactly. Don't be shy with us. Don't you want to try my roasted meat? Not sure if my cooking will help restore the Shemnaya's memories by reminding you of Griffin delicacies, but at least the taste is definitely top tier. I also bought out all the leftover inventory from Griffin's cafeteria and put it in cold storage. You can taste the past if you ever want to. Really? Did you really brought Griffin's food from... What was it? SF9 was called the place? Wow! Free repair and meals! That uncommon and caring Port Mika is no match for the warmth of all Griffin comrades. You really haven't changed in this regard, Liushi. Then it's settled. Liushi claps her hands at the cavaliers behind her. You three, come with me, Ashisui. We'll tow the truck back. Everyone else, head back and get the banquet started. We have guests to host tonight. Hurrah! Yippee! Following her order, the steel steeds took the truck and uttered like a chariot. Sitting on the driver's seat, the Shemnaya burst into excited laughter. Forward! Unlike her partner, Filing is not impressed by the steed's performance. Rather, she rolls down the window and gazes up at the fortifications in the distance. Coming into view are precision-engineered, reinforced concrete high walls lined with spotlights, as well as operational surveillance radars and mobile firing platforms. To combat elites, even retractable barriers and hidden napalm towers are engineered into defensive structures. Such perfect fortifications built in this environment. Is this all your work as well? Can't believe you two achieved all this while Basti and I were running around with kids, smashing people's windows in. It's the combined efforts of all nearby settlements. But then again, Liushi's well did help massively. As the horse-drawn truck arrives under the wall, the concrete reinforced blast doors welcome their arrival by slowly unlocking under the pressure of the massive hydraulic system. Ah! The gate just held us in. Could this very well be the gate, concealing itself to behold the hero's divine light beyond? No, we got this an automatic door. Girl, you really need a factory reset. People knew we were coming and have been preparing for your arrival. Let me once again welcome you, Vailin, to Shemnaya. For former Griffin comrades to go such great lengths to arrive here, please allow me to extend my sincerest hospitality. Welcome to Cliff Watchtown. Yep. I don't like cities or settlements in high mountain. I don't like them. I had too many bad experiences there, and nope. I can go like for to a snow park or something up in the mountains, but I don't. I cannot. I would not live there in a mountain settlement. Too many problems, too not enough benefits. At least not personal benefits. Let me get some water. So before we can continue. Ah, I'll be back in a second. I'm back. I was eating a snack while browsing Twitter and I just saw the little whole Hayek figurine and I need one. But I have no money for that! Ah! Let's continue. I went for a snack. I was hungry. I ate like almost 5 hours ago. So yeah. Ah, I forgot to read the name of the stage. No, it was still Cavalry something, right? I forgot to read the under subtitle. What do you call it? Okay, continue. I was hungry as hell, man. Sorry. What's in the menu today? FNC? 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 Alright, she's gone too. Guess I'll just have to eat it all myself. With tray in hand, Type 561 sits down at the empty table in the empty cafeteria. Chewing noises quickly follow. Like before, everything seems so monotonous now. Even the once vibrant flavors are now but wax. The doll tilts her head, contemplating her current reality. If there was really left, eating all by myself makes even the tastiest food tasteless. Come to think of it, why am I the only one with such a big appetite? Even as the commander's gone, I kind of hate that. Why do I feel so guilty? Food shared with everyone is most delicious. That's the truth I put to heart. Every time I read, I keep getting hypnotized by the waist and hips. Damn it. It's just because the text is right over it, it's tricking me. Imagine if it starts moving. I won't be able to get my eyes out of the screen. Fuck, man. Come on, then, the fried chicken back then. I still want you to treat me to it again. Liu, want to have some? Are you crying? Is it because you missed the commander? No, don't cry. Have some Baoru. 561. What are we supposed to do from now? Miss Hellion says the commander will never be back. There is no place for us to call home anymore. Is that so? So you're feeling lonely as well? Actually, I was just thinking, why don't we go look for the commander? Eh? I still want to cook for him, and with you around, we'll never have to worry about money. Our home is where the commander is. If he's gone, we'll find him and build a new home where he is now. Can we really do that? Then what should we do first? I haven't figured it out yet. But first, what we need down is to dig in. Here, have some of this. I'll go get you some of that if it's not enough. I'm not hungry. Wait, I'll eat myself. Stop stuffing it into my bowl. I'm good. Yellow Zone, Winged Cavalier's camp at night. The campfire crawls in the night wind, filling the air with the aroma of delicacies. With tables laden with roasted meat, towers of canned food, and all manners of drinks, dolls and people alike feast on their heart's content. Ah! I cannot read. I cannot speak. Ah! Such bitter temptations of chaos. A feast so decadent to even corrupt a hero. We should live for some You should leave some for the strategists on the Warmaster too. They love it too. Everything tastes so good. She's just as good as before. Hard to believe we are in the middle of a yellow zone with all these amazing ingredients you got. That said, they don't have much in the way of fresh veggies. The commander will definitely want to make a market of our tomatoes here. It is up to the hero to investigate said business opportunities. Lucy smiles and raises her glass at Dushemnaya unfailing. Hey, there has been a slight uptick in traffic congestion recently. Many supplies got stuck in the road. So tonight's menu might be a little light. My sincere apologies. This is light. Dushemnaya turns. Ah, wait! Forgot to take the PRB text. There we go. Dushemnaya turns, gazing at the table piled high with food. Hey, Fox Maiden, was he really a title like us in the before days? Or does Griffin have some infinite money glitch, the memory of which has escaped me? Gah, I can't believe I lost access to the most important memories of all. No, there's no such a thing. Liushih had simply been incredibly lucky with money even back then. She'll somehow make a ton of money no matter what she does. Master used it to receive expensive gifts from her all the time. Though, truthfully, she was also a bit clueless when it came to putting the money to good use. Not like she's changed by the looks of it. Despite all this wealth, you're still spending your days in the yellow zone, huh? Never change, Liushih, never change. Yeah. Is there something about my arrangements you're unhappy with? If you don't mind waiting for a bit, we have frozen seafood from the white zones and... No, that's not what we meant. We're not here to be freeloaders. I'm just lamenting at the fact that while Basti and I were still messing around with Miss Lydia, you managed to build such an impressive stronghold in the middle of the yellow zones. Just look at how much of a reliable leader you have become. I can't help but feel like only a doll like you can go back to Master with your head held high. A leader, huh? And I'm doing his providing financial and tactical support. The Winged Cavaliers is the brainchild of all those who wish to protect the Cliffwatch town, not me alone. Compared to what you have just told me about the commander, what I did is almost too trivial to mention. After all, he saved an entire city. As Liushih reminds us about a familiar face, her gaze becomes gentle and nostalgic. The community, that's what it's called, right? So that's where the commander and everyone else have gathered now. A community built on top of ruins and founded on mutual aid, developing agriculture to unite and help those in need. Truly a hopeful prospect. I'm so glad. Even a decade's time had not worn down his resolve. Yeah, even though I have yet to reunite with Master as well, Dushemnaya told me that he's gathered many like-minded companions, all sharing the ideal of changing the yellow zones. The commander, the supreme leader, Helen, and everyone else, they are all striving to achieve a brighter future. Which is why I, together with the Fox-minded and the Warmaster, must likewise devote our utmost effort to fulfilling our mandated purpose. The commander's mission. I'm so jealous. It's been a decade since I last experienced that sense of fulfillment. But I'm really glad he's safe and sound, and that he once again chose to become the anchor everyone could hold into. He really is still is the He really is still the person we once admired and vowed to follow. Liushih raises her hand and gently wipes the corner of her eye. Ever since the commander left Griffin, my heart has never found peace, because he always took everything on by himself. You guys are talking about Griffin? Hearing the familiar name, Shisui barges into the conversation. Did she tell you about this yet? When Griffin almost went under, Liushih took all of her savings and went over to Helion, saying she could help fund Griffin through the crisis. Donating everything in your treasure trove. That's truly generous of you, General. All of Liushih's savings must be quite a hefty sum, I imagine. I don't really remember the numbers. I just wanted to help everyone to the best of my ability. Miss Helion said she understood where I was coming from, but Griffin was faced with a systematic crisis that could not be resolved through monetary means, regardless of how wealthy I am. And with the commander's departure, I knew the Griffin I came to know no longer existed. Indeed, Griffin without master is not a place us dolls would miss. After gaining my freedom, I spent a long time wandering, confused, lost. If I can't bring Griffin back, what else can I use my money for? Shisui was the one who pulled me to my feet, saying if we're all almost gone, let's just find a new one. Which is how and why your fortune lady and I left Griffin to find the commander. Then an intel broker we frequented told us that apparently a powerful bounty hunter was roaming around the Yellowstones in an MCV. I knew that must have been the commander the moment I heard that. Since Liushih had the money but nowhere to spend it, and I had the energy but nowhere to take it out on, we just decided to move to the Yellowstones together. One thing led to another, and we ended up here in Cliffordstown, and history will say they were roommates. This place was crawling with elites back then. I believe the commander would have done the same as we did. Right. We initially just wanted to set up a small camp, have a place to trade with the locals, then continue searching for the commander. But following the camp's establishment, more and more people flocked here, forcing us to expand into a full-blown outpost, which attracted a lot of unwanted attention. So then we thought, while the agreement prohibits direct contact with the commander, it says nothing about preparing for things that may help him out in the future. Say, a stronghold in the middle of the Yellowstones for resupply and to fall back on, or manpower to call upon the time of need. Nobody knows when the commander will need those, so I have to have everything ready for him. And so I invested all my money into this place. Hey, as you know about Liushih, she doesn't even bat an eye when she spends. With more and more resources being poured every year, the population grew as well, which led to today's winged cavaliers. Quick question. Where did those war months of the apocalypse come from? Why are you calling them war months of the apocalypse? Well, we built them ourselves. This area used to be an NSU exclusion zone. Oh! You can find abandoned equipment under every rock. At one point, we came across several rolled-over transports buried in a canyon, probably as a result of some kind of accident. Luckily, their cargo was mostly intact, which is how we got our hands on the prototype units that eventually became Liushih's Dilu, as well as enough spare parts to assemble 30 more units. We happened to be planning a buzzing machine shop at the time, so Miss Fortune here shelled out for all the necessary machinery and got them all fixed up. There's a workshop too. Can we see it? Yeah, of course. But first, has everyone enjoyed their meal? If so, let me take you on a tour. Music. A little bit of funky music for some happy times. The dolls leaped encampment and arrived at an open space behind it. Welders, machine tools, stamping presses lined the wall of the shed, all rare finds in the middle of the Yellowstones. At the same time, customized two-wheelers and weaponized 4x4s are parked just outside. Several mechanics can be seen attending to said vehicles. Wow! Not only are the war months of the apocalypse built here, it's also where you forge your own Hell Raiders. Weapons as well? Haha, Liushih and I gathered these from all over after some considerable effort and money spent. Now we finally have a somewhat functional production line. It would be even more fantastic if this foundry were capable of forging a wyvern mount. That's certainly a good idea, but questionable as hell. I experimented with many designs, but on mountainous terrain, mobility and ability to overcome vertical obstacles are king. Which is why Dilu and her kin remain the pride of the Winged Cavaliers. Liushi points to a corner of the field, where a herd of visually identical steel steeds is being adjusted by the starting line. The Shibnaya's eyes light up instantly. Oh! War mounts! War mounts of the apocalypse around my sight! All of these are the current mass production model. They may look indistinguishable from one another, but each has a special trait to perform various tasks in combat: glidability, jumping height, etc. Dilo was a military grade to begin with, so they all have high-end specs. They are even equipped with biosensors, radiation detectors, and elite warning receivers. They are truly almost indispensable partners. Oh! Piano gear from Art Knight. This is Liushi, you're back. We have guests. Hearing the commotion, a petite girl holding a rage hurries over from behind the shed, following the two older members of the Cavaliers. Felin's ears twitch upon taking in the sight. The girl's stature and manner seem out of place for someone presumably raised in the harsh conditions of the Yellow Zones. If anything, she has way more in common with Zoe, as in someone who was raised in a town with a quasi-green zone level living conditions and then ran away from it. I'm Viola, a member of the Winged Cavaliers. I was calibrating Dilo and Ahuang. I didn't notice. Viola, right? That's amazing. You already know how to work these machines at such a young age. Who taught you? A swelling presses up against her with curiosity. Viola's face grows increasingly red. I like to tinker with machines. My father and older brother taught me. Your brother? Yes. He is kind and gentle, always puts others first. Much like Big Sis Liushi. He's already gone. Big Sis Liushi and Shisui took me in. So I want to be helpful to them. Viola may look young, but she's a trump card. Unbelievable! With tiny hands, you repair such big machines. How marvelous! Yeah, you're really impressive. I have a friend who's about your age and is just as talented. I'd love to introduce you to. The Shemnayan fell in both pat Viola's head, then look at the duo behind them. You two are dolls from Griffin, right? Boss brings you up all the time. Here's Luca, and I'm Ivana. We're about amongst the fierce cavaliers to fight alongside Boss, though these days we spend most of our time doing maintenance. After all, we can let Viola do all the hard work for us. By the way, Boss Shisui, everything's set. We're going to win big today. Perfect. I can wait. What? What is it? Something entertaining is about to unfold. I got the horses on a field. What do you think? Musume time. Shisui claps her hands, and several mechanics immediately pick out 3 fully tuned candidates. It's the Winged Cavalier signature event, horse racing. It serves both as a performance evaluation for the horses and as a form of entertainment for everyone. What you think? Wanna bet on which one will take the gold? First come, first served. A clash determined by the goddess of victory herself. I shall bestow my blessings upon the steed of the General Road as guided by the hero's intuition. I'll pick the one and tell them. Her ears look beautiful. That's it then. I'll bet. Placed. No back out. No take backs. What? Your attention please everyone. Our robot horses are equipped with sensor systems. If you fake an attack at its location, you'll activate its sensor to make it run faster. So our actions help determine how fast the horses move. That's right, putting your robot horses on is essential. I see, then may the hero's guidance lead her mighty steed to seize victory. So, Win the horse race. With who? Dushimnaya, right? 4 out of 4. Dog. Dushimnaya's horse must reach the goal first. Okay, I see. Hmm.
今です。これでいいですか？
And fight was here in the middle.
了解。
And the Duchev horse. Here, right?
命中。
Now run, horses, run! Oh, come on! Okay, these two cannot pass. But... supposedly Duchev
給与が上がるんです
can.
か？
Right.
命中。
Okay, I have an idea. Now... wait.
昇進？私がですか？
Can't this doggo... break this thing? This thingy?
現行犯で逮捕する。
Okay, Faitosa, I see what you're doing. Stop. Nope.
はいはい。クロちゃんを怒らせたね。
No sense of destroying this, right? Because these are supposed to be breakable, right? Hmm.
冷静に。これでいいですか？
12 turns. Let's get this one. Maybe I need some... Ah, Sabrina can destroy this easily. But... I don't know. I don't know.
はい。
I can block them back here.
これでいいですか？
And Pegasus, what does G Immune after being attacked, this unit mobility changes. This effect can trigger up to 1 time per turn. Let's leave you here. Let's hit Exilium Horse with Chetty. Okay, there's 2 anti-blockade. I don't know if I can stop this one, but are these breakable? Are they truly breakable? Let me retry this stage. Huh. Skip this. Okay, let's bring Sabrina because she's supposed to have a skill that can break this thingy. This blockades. Hit the Shemnayas so she can run faster. Let's get this out of the way. Hit this turn with Cheyenne. Get it out of the way. Ampetus are here. Nice. And Chetty is helping. Hi. Nice. It's over. Race is over, guys. Boom. Yippee! So yeah, hit this. Horse can no longer horse stuck. So why? Okay, there's no reason to do this. There's literally no reason to do this. You only have to blockade those two to get first place, or you can maybe lure them out here. Don't know. Don't mind. Don't mind already. Already won. Boom. So dead. And Chet is here. GP! Forward, trusty steed! To victory, War Mount of the Apocalypse! At the last possible moment, the horse chosen by Doshemnaya charges forward with astonishing speed and crosses the finish line with half a length's margin. Yay! The band of the hero and his trusty steed prevails! Looking forward to exploring the world together, partner! Hold on, who said we're giving it to you? That's Liushih's steed. Don't get any funny ideas. Yes, not only did I bet on the wrong one, but she didn't even come close to winning. You win some, you lose some. That's just how things are. So, good on you for picking the Doshemnaya. You definitely have an eye for this. I just assumed the General's Warmount must be the best of the best. I wouldn't say so. I noticed during the combat earlier today that Dilu looked more battered than the others. As the prototype, her performance should be inferior to the brand new one I picked. I wonder what the key to her victory really is. Filene's got sharp eyes. Here, everyone, look! Dilu. Liushi walks up and pats Dilu on her back. Dilu gently lowers her head, exposing her previously obscure designation stencil. Pegasus MK1? Yes, Dilu designated a Pegasus MK1, meaning she's not the only prototype of all the other walkers, but she can also access, supervise, and manage the neural clouds of others. Which means Dilu knows exactly how to start the other steeds into late starts, how to chase the pace, and where to go for the last part. This is Uma Musume. Dilu may not be the best at running sprints or miles, but she always comes up on top during long races. So, stay here, huh? Wow, such considerations never crossed my mind, even though similar strategies are a thing in a certain game I played. Yep. Well, should have paid more attention. Yep. Anyway, so Dilu's actually that special. I thought she was simply the first to roll off the production line. Dilu's situation as awareness in the field is without much. She's even more efficient at commanding her kin than we are controlling our own dumilings. Our battalion of 30 steeds has barely begun to scratch the surface of her capabilities. Unfortunately, while our mechanics are great at working with hardware, we fall short when it comes to software. That's why we only managed to decompile a fraction of Dilu's code. The majority of her capabilities remain beyond us. Leave it to Helen and Dandelion to solve this mystery. And Miss Mailing too. Miss Dandelion is also the commander's side. Well, let's talk some more about the helm of the commander, shall we? Is Miss Mailing a comrade from Griffin? Mailing is the commander's current adjutant. There's also Ulrich and Suomi and Helen and the commander's right-hand doll. And let's not forget Springfield and... So Kalina is no longer the commander's adjutant. Hold on, who's this Ulrich again? Do we know her? Why does Helen look so different now? And what do you mean by Boy Mastina, Elmo's #1 cook? What the hell is Boy Mastina and what do you mean #1 cook? What did she cook? Just as the Shemnayas, Liushi and Shisui are engaged in a heated conversation, Fallen turns her attention towards Viola. Owing to the years spent living alongside young human girls, Fallen has developed a heightened sensitivity to their emotional states compared to the other dolls. In this moment, the air of profound sadness radiating from Viola is most apparent to Fallen. Without a second thought, she walks over to Viola as the latter is looking up at Dilu and gently stroking the horse's knee joint. What's wrong, Viola? Bix is Fallen. It's fine. I'm just checking on Dilu. I don't really like it when they make her compete. It's bad for her joints. Do you know that real horses have an average lifespan of about 20 to 30 years? Dilu's even older than me. I guess that makes her a grandma, right? Noticing the doll's puzzled expression, Viola blushes again. Let's play a game called... What game was you so obsessed to before writing this event? Sorry, that must have been a strange thing to say to a doll. Not at all. You're just worried that Dilu is getting too old for this and not worried for her. That much I can understand. We dolls are equally troubled by this. In theory, we can survive indefinitely as long as we keep maintaining and upgrading our frames. But the reality is no one knows how long our neural cloud will last. If Dilu is sentient just like us, then she must be able to tell what she likes and what she doesn't like. I'm sure she's proud to be able to fight alongside everyone in the Winged Cavaliers. Is that so? I guess. Maybe you're right. Looking at Fallen, Viola smiles, seemingly relieved. She reaches for the pendant hanging from her neck and holds it tightly. But to Violin, it's clear that the sadness overwhelming her hasn't subsided in the slightest, and is in fact now tingered with darker dregs of emotion. What am I even thinking? Viola's Liushi's and Shisui's comrade. I need to focus on Master's gift. Liushi, Shisui, what should I get for Master? For the commander? Ah, allow me to help. You want to open a restaurant that waits on for the commander. That will do for me. Okay. Wait, why did this become about you? I never seen Bixie's Liushi and Shisui this overjoyed. Watching Violin and the other dolls break into a hearty laugh together, Viola sighs. A complicated feeling wells up from within her. Yeah, it will be troublesome if this keeps up. Ah! Hearing the voice behind her, Viola instinctively flinches and recalls to the side. Oopsies, my bad. How many times do I have to remind you? Viola hates it when people sneak upon her. I just wanted to take a good look at Boss and ended up too close. Sorry, it's been almost 2 years, but I still... No need to apologize. Everyone here has their share of hardships. If it weren't for the bosses taking us in, Luke and I would have worked ourselves to death in some god-forsaken mine by now. Not just us, but all the Cavaliers and everyone in Cliffwatch Town. We all owe it to the boss' generosity. Who else is in the right mind will keep supplying impoverished villages with that much food and medicine while putting herself in danger to clear out bandits and elites roaming around, all without asking for any compensation? From a tomb for those who had no way out, to the home she managed to turn it into. At this point, if the bosses really decide to leave, all we can really do is wish them well. Leave? Also, the Cavaliers know this very well. Sooner or later, the boss will return to their beloved commander. Now, with these two dolls' arrival, I think that they might just be today. But hey, I think we can stand on our own 2 feet now. Don't you think so, Viola? Huh? Even though it's hard to let them go, if that means Bixie's will be happy, then I guess that's okay. Seeing her comrades' mixed reactions. Mixed reactions, Viola quietly looks away. Now, how many notes are left to read? I have read 5 notes. Yep. Gotten to 5, and there are 6, 7, 8, 9 with this one. So let's advance until 1-4 or 1-5, whichever fits best, I suppose. 3, 6, probably until 1-5. I don't know. Please, I need medicine. My brother is dying. He's the only family I have left. Clinging to the underground broker's leg, Viola begs desperately. But the broker merely glances at her with disdain, then coldly shakes her frail arms off. With those pretty dresses, you must be born in a green sun or somewhere, again, Richard. Right, young lady, no wonder you don't understand the rules around here. Go ahead and play that sympathy card all you want. It's not like it's worth a damn. But meds, oh precious meds, those cost money. Don't tell me you don't have a clue what money does, young lady. But we don't have any money left. I can do anything you want. Please let me work for you. Unfortunately, at your age, it costs more to keep you alive than what you can offer in return. Unless you happen to be some kind of tech prodigy. I'm interned at an institute of technology, but I haven't achieved anything yet. I have published papers and I can cook. Mom taught me that. I can also... So you got some background. Usually, no one will want to have ties to a kid with a past like yours. However... The broker extends a finger to lift the pendant hanging around the girl's neck. She flinches first, but ultimately does not resist the act. That's an NCU standard encryption key. How did you get your hands on it? It's what Mom and Dad left us. The last thing they gave us. It's my mom's keepsake. Anything but that. I'm not here to mock a little girl. But if you want medicine, you got to hand me something valuable. The USC top dog is the top dog now. Nobody wants NSU tech anymore, aside from those who pay to collect antiques like this. Antiques like this. Okay. The girl shivers as she closes her eyes. She reaches for her pendant. In that moment, she feels as if her fate has been sealed. Abandoned for aid. Struggling until she helplessly squashed like a bug. She seems to have accepted such an ending. That is until one hand grabs the broken wrist while another stops Viola from removing the pendant. Wait. Just give her the medicine. I'll pay. I don't do business with dolls. You think I'm that desperate? Reputation comes first in the Yellow Zones. Tell your master to come personally if they want a deal. Besides, with the recent price fluctuations, only regulars get. Will this amount be enough? Damn. Sorry, I meant to say I love doing business with dolls. You'll don't pull any of that two-faced bullshit. You're in luck today, young lady. The broker reluctantly let go of the girl's pendant and grabs the collapsed pieces right in front of him. The girl hooks the medicine box, blankly staring at the two dolls beckоning in front of her. This again? Liushi? Sorry, Shisui, but I can't stand watching a little girl suffer. That's not the point. Pay for the girl all you want, but at least ask for change. Forget it. God knows how you got this rich anyway. Well, it's because a friend left her fortune to me. But enough about that, let's check on the girl. The gentle doll walks up to the girl and softly strokes her hair, while the unspoken doll stuffs a lot of food into her hands. Before even realizing it, the girl has already dropped to the ground and started devouring the food without a care for delicacy. She doesn't even register exactly what she's stuffing into her mouth, only that it tastes incredibly delicious. The dolls watch her as she goes, smiling, a pure altruistic and untainted smile. She looks at the dolls through tearful eyes, her heart filled with words of gratitude. But in the next instant, a thought that shouldn't exist interrupts all that. Viola, you must remember, the dolls, they took everything from us. Don't be deceived by their appearance. They have no hearts. All their beauty and marvel exist only to deceive and manipulate humans. Dolls are tools, nothing more. And they too treat humans as just another piece of equipment. They can never understand true human emotions. The voice hits Viola like a bucket of ice water, promptly emptying her mind while leaving a sharp lingering sting. Name? What's wrong? You got a sick brother, right? Now you can go back home with medicine. My name is Viola. Thank you, both of you. Nice to meet you, Viola. I'm Liushi. And I'm Shisui. Need us to escort you back? The girl shakes her head and turns to face away from them. Hearing the two dolls' names, a strange feeling rises in her heart. Those are such pleasant and beautiful names. How could machines manufactured just to be tools be so radiant and warm? She silently berates her own ungrateful, wicked self. Tears she didn't even shed while begging at the broker now roll down her cheeks as she runs away. She realizes she has hit her limit. As Sangbi's doll, her August protocol should have easily allowed her to process the code within the control module, but the astronomical volume of data and lack of proper support modules made the compiling process extremely difficult. Fortunately, Faitusa, the data processing expert, is around to help her shoulder a large portion of the computational load, which is also why she is now plugged into an external battery, as running two overclocked neural clouds simultaneously is a particularly power-intensive process. Although Shemnai and Felling are celebrating with their griffin comrades, Super is working tirelessly, coming close to fatally overheating on several occasions. Oh no. However, she feels nothing but immense joy. Simply decoding and acquiring data related to Sangbi's ferry from the control module is enough to satisfy her. It's obvious, ain't it? Sangbi's science is the best in the world. Got it. This one's ready to be booted up now, Faitusa. Got it. Let me get the firewall in place to filter redundant data. Don't get too carried away. No worries, this thing simply borrowed Zombie's tech. It's near a cloud, should be very bare bones. Alone. Huh? Unable to detect mastermind. No command updates since 89, 12, 2, 112. 212 hours. Wait. Calculator. 89 to 112 hours. Divided into 24 hours is 10 years. No, wait. Yeah, 3,071, 3,717 days. That's 10 years almost. Around that. Unable to detect mastermind. No command update since. This unit abandoned. Question. This thing, even unfinished, is actually somewhat sentient. Hey, accept my command. Command authentication failed. No clearance. Available access 1. Production list. Production inventory. Supply orders. Multi-basic clearance. Is it because this one's not actually Sangui's model, or because you're too low ranking, Nixie? Shut up! Someone's coming. As footsteps tick, Sweeper sees Pavel enter the room along with several combat automatons and armored personnel. Quick on the uptake, huh? Though I'm afraid your efforts will be going down the drain. This model requires high military level clearance to access. You sure your key just so happens to have that? You've done well, Miss Sweeper. The frame's yours now. Pavel snaps his fingers, and Tomb deposits the box containing the zombie's elite frame in front of Sweeper. Now, why don't you go play with your tall friends? Sweeper suddenly shoots up into the ceiling at a human speed eyes can barely follow. Dashing forward with her blade drawn, she clips through the combat automaton standing in her way before landing in front of Pavel. Pavel automatons promptly react and open fire at once. As Sweeper is poised to make short work of them, a notification appears before her eyes. Her gaze freezes before backing off, gradually being forced into a corner. Slimy bastard. Making these affair arrangements was never part of your playbook, was it? Or maybe you're the one willing to honor your side of the bargain. Unfortunately, I'm quite acquainted with you and Miss Fairy Dolls. All that hard work just drained your battery. You got what? 11% left at most? I was wondering why your batteries were so shit. You were purposefully messing with my power supply. I told you, I'm quite acquainted with you zombies fairy dolls. Because all these years I've been studying, evaluating, and thinking about one thing. Why couldn't you defeat Griffin back then? That's none of your damn business! Super backs into a corridor, only to find the exit has already been sealed off. She paces about the building, waiting for any opening to fatally strike Pavel, but the young merchant surrounded by guards gives her no opportunity to do so. Instead, he merely explained to her in an almost nostalgic tone. All the doors are locked down. You won't be getting out of here even if I die. Time to surrender, Miss Sweeper. Don't worry, I share the same view as your master, that Tomato Emperor. Order, security, and development are in higher and higher demand by the people of the Yellow Zones, and only those with power can provide that. I wish to join your Tomato Emperor's cause and investing in his own currency for it through Steel and Fire. His exceptional battlefield talent. What you did was to help me obtain said currency. I won't damage your frame nor your network cloud. I just need to make sure you stay out of the way when I do my job. What job? I thought I did a job just like those horses you bragged about that don't even exist in the records. As ever words, Pavel's face twitches. They are not made up. Pegasus is a weapon system developed by Dr. Smolin. It had undergone 3 combat trials with excellent results. Whether paired with humans or dolls, it wouldn't be outdated even by today's standards. Aside from proving his worth in a truly glorious war, Dr. Smolin accomplished everything that was asked of him. I don't know how well those horses performed, but a couple of wonder weapons won't affect the outcome of a war. No, they can't, but they can affect me. If only the Pegasus can be proven to be a reliable weapon, then all its development will be genuine and meaningful, and the UNC will finally take another look at. Another look at what? Unfortunately, that's all I can reveal for now. Unless you will kindly surrender and make this easier for both of us. Before Pavel even finishes, Super's blade is already darting towards him, impaling the wrist of an automaton shielding him as it nearly pierces his eye. A chill runs down Pavel's spine as he sits profusely. Meanwhile, Super snatches an Aegis shield and dashes out of the room. Super breaks through multiple combat automatons before her battery is drained. She collapses against the final sealed door, helplessly watching as Pavel approaches. Don't forget to put in a good word for me in front of the Tomato Emperor when you wake up. Her frame shuts down completely, and Super's consciousness sinks into darkness. At the final moment, she sinks indignantly. Can't believe you called it. Damn it. No, you were right, Nixie. Aside from the commander and those human juveniles, plenty of humans are in kind. External communication is jammed too. Looks like Mr. Pavel really thought this through. This will take some time. Pavel looks at the zombie's doll lying on the ground, then at the pile of combat automatons she dismantled all by herself, letting out a sigh. Had she been at full power, she could have easily broken out. Not destroying her while not letting her destroy him is the only way to leave room for future cooperation with the Tomato Emperor. Though Pavel doesn't know his exact identity, he wisely deduced that he's most likely the very terrorist behind the Lviv incident, the commander with a bounty in the millions to his name. Unless absolutely necessary, Pavel doesn't want to make an enemy of someone with such threatening potential. Look her up. Make sure to treat me as prisoner of war here, well before we send her back for negotiations with her master. Having said that, Pavel retrieves an encryption key from under his collar and inserts it into the control module Sweeper unlocked earlier. Sweeper could have easily decimated this module during the chaos earlier, but either out of sympathy as a fellow Sangis creation or some other reason, she did not. For that alone, Pavel is grateful to her. Command verified. Administrative clearance confirmed, external hardware recognized. As if his blood is rekindled by the pleasant tune, Pavel realizes his fingers are trembling. The moment of truth has arrived. He silently inputs a command string as the module hums to a mechanical rhythm, typical of all hardware protesting its lack of calibration and maintenance. Ultimately, the sea of formless data materializes in the shape of the Pegasus quadrupedal carrier, along with all commands and functions pertaining to its neural cloud. You were right, old man. As if he had been rehearsing this his whole life. Another set of commands long in the making has been executed by Pavel. The module now displays in progress. Following that, he pulls out his communicator. Hello? Already? Alright, I got it. Don't worry, of course everything's ready. This day has finally come. Big brother. Chun chun chun. Climbing out of her bed, Viola quietly puts on her coat, grabs the backpack preparing advance, and heads towards the area where Pegasi are stationed. The horses stand silently. She walks up to Dilo, rises to her toes, and inserts a key in the back of her head after some considerable effort. The horse turns in confusion towards her everyday friend and mechanic. Red and blue glares flicker in her eyes before finally settling into a conspicuous deep crimson. Dilo's final struggle pains Viola. Dilo shakes her head violently as if stricken by an ailment, until her head finally drops, letting the spasms fade into an eerie stillness. I'm sorry, but I can let you fall into the doll's hands. Viola spreads her arms and hugs Dilo's head, as if to soothe her. Alright, it's done. Now you just need to get on it. She reaches for the saddle and starts climbing. Liushi isn't a particularly tall doll, so this shouldn't be a hard task. Yet somehow, when Liushi and Shisui rode on the Pegasi, they always appeared so reliable, so towering. Viola instinctively checks the direction of the barracks, only for a pair of heterochromatic eyes to greet her. Fear instantly makes her legs go numb. Viola? It's me. I thought someone snuck in. Sorry? Why are you apologizing? And I got worried about Dilu's condition, so I came to check on her. The commotion must have waken you up. No? Not really. I stayed up to keep watch, since enemies can show up at any time. Speaking of, something happened to Dilu. As Phylline walks past her toward Dilu, Viola realizes this is her only chance. If she so much as attempts to escape while riding on Dilu, the dolls will definitely catch up to her or simply shoot her dead on the spot. Ah! The sudden realization that something's up halts Phylline. She turns around and pushes Viola aside, narrowly dodging Dilu's devastating back kick. Having missed her strike, the steel steed bolts forward, sprinting towards the gate, leaping across rooftops, and finally bouncing over the wall. Yet even with Dilu's lightning fast speed, Phylline is somehow faster. She manages to hold onto the reins and follows her over the wall like a jockey trying to tame a Mustang. A loud thud echoes from outside the gate. Horrified, Viola lies on the floor. By now, the others have woken up and rushed out of their barracks. Viola, are you okay? The doll immediately rushes to her and pulls her into an embrace. Viola stares into those eyes filled with worry and concern. She bites into her lip until the taste of blood and rust finds her. Dilu suddenly went berserk and ran off, and Vixie's Phylline followed after her. What's going on? Had the Loremaster of Legion attacked us? She don't leave Viola out there. Come hide her. Wake everyone up. We got an emergency. Out of the night mountain road, sounds of steel hooves stir through the tranquility. A petite doll with beast ears cling to the steed, desperately trying to rein in the wanton beast. Dilu, what's getting into you? Slow down, slow down! Could it be some kind of EW attack? Phylline grips the reins tightly, trying to slow the beast down in vain as simply keeping herself from falling off. It's already taking up most of her strength. Yet, as Dilu heads straight towards the cliff, Phylline instinctively lets go of the horse and jumps backwards, watching Dilu plunge into the abyss. Only for a pair of flaming wings to shoot out of the steel steed's sides, much like her mythical counterpart. Her free fall is slowed into a gentle glide as she descends into the valley below, disappearing from sight. Freaking mechanic Pegasus! I'll take a screenshot of this. Thank you very much. A jump pack? That's a feature too. She really got some crazy over the top pet. If Basti finds out about this, there's no way she'll settle for anything less than a Cerberus she can bring back to the Elmo. But then again, what the hell is going on? Okay, let me check 1 second if how long do I have left? Lucius. Checking. It's around 6 hours long. And I'm almost right in the middle. So we're gonna leave this here and do some short streams tomorrow, maybe, or on Monday, or maybe tomorrow on Monday. I don't know. But yeah, it's been 2 hours. So let's leave here in a perfect cliffhanger. Cliff City cliffhanger. Haha. So yep, that's it for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I have been Ainos Eterna, and this has been GFL event, the GFL2 Exilium event onto the Radiance LIUSHIH event. So, I forgot my own my own goodbyes. Please leave a like, a subscribe, a comment, whatever you seem appropriate, and I hope you come back next time. We'll leave this here for today. So that's it. Goodbye. Bye bye.